comes up here to preach to us. Shall we all stand and sing together, How Great Thou Art? Fantastic to see you all. I'm very excited to share many things with you today. We're going to be talking about the discipling dream. First of all, I want to share that I'll give you a bit of an update on our progress with figuring out God's plans for the London Church for 2010 and beyond. As most of you will know, I've been traveling around various London sectors and ministries, visiting and had midweek meetings and leadership team meetings so far with the southeast, with the west, and with the north. And soon we'll be moving on to somewhere else. I can't remember the order right off the top of my head, but I shall be appearing at a sector near you. I think Riverside to South, Surrey, and so on. And a whole other bits, which you've got adding peace to the east. And all those things. So I'll have a fantastic time asking everybody, what do you think God has in mind for the London Church? Because we've all got our view, we've got our preferences, we've got our priorities, but let's face it, if we can get ourselves lined up with God's priorities, then we're going to be a healthy church, we're going to be a happy church, and we're going to be an effective church, showing the world what it means to know and love our great God. And I want to encourage all of us to be praying about that. As we've mentioned, we have a 24-hour prayer chain running for a whole week, starting at 1 o'clock straight after the service. My wife is the first person on the prayer chain. And Maureen's going to join us. So, two prayerful, powerful, passionate, pretty, women are going to be starting our prayer chain at 1 o'clock. And then if you're on that prayer chain, please just put your heart into that prayer. This is not just a prayer for something you'd like to pray about. This is a prayer about God's bride here in London. Let's pray passionately about that. If you're at 3 a.m. in the morning, praise God for you. That's the slot you've got. No one else may know, but there will be glory in heaven. Do set your alarm. Set 3 alarms. Ask a friend, the person that's praying from 2 to 3, to phone you. And leave your phone on. Or do something like that. But let's take part in that prayer. Even if you're not on that prayer chain, why not set aside some special time to pray? Sometime over the next week. And then next weekend, on Sunday evening, we've got a prayer meeting for anybody from all around London that wants to come. We haven't had I don't know, when is the last time we had a London prayer event? Exactly. Can you remember? I honestly can't remember. It's got to be at least 6 years. Maybe 7. That's too long, isn't it? Yeah. I know we will be praying, but if there are times to come together, like in the book of Acts in the church, from time to time, with significant things to deal with, we come together and pray. Amen. Next Sunday night is an opportunity for that. From 6 till 8 p.m. we'll be praying in a place called Dragons Hall, Holborn, Covent Garden area. You can look it up, Google it, it'll be out there. I think the details are being spread around. If you can come, and if you can't come, it's fine. But if you can make it, let's gather together. The hall holds 200 people standing. I'd love to see it full. Wouldn't it be great to have it full? Wouldn't it be great to say, we've got overspill, you have to go off down the street and pray. We've got an umbrella, go and pray somewhere else. That's what I pray that's what it's like. Let's get in there next Sunday. And Saturday morning next week, we've arranged for like a Jericho prayer walk all around London. The whole of London will be surrounded by disciples praying at different points in the different ministries around, and we're figuring out the details of that. Some of the ministries are organized, some are getting organized, we'll get there. But it'd be great again to encircle the whole of London with prayer. And I know we've done some prayer walks, but I don't think we've ever done a Jericho walk around the whole of London. That'd be a first for this church. Great to do something new and fresh. God is moving. One of the things I think that God has got our attention about this year is the whole issue of what we call discipling. This goes by different names. You could call it spiritual mentoring, you could call it one anothering, you could call it whatever. Our historical term that we have used for the way that we help each other spiritually in the church is the term discipling. And for some of us that's an exciting concept, for some of us that's a fearful concept. I understand that.